I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hi everyone, today we're doing Basketball Wives Season 4, Episode 5 review. Show starts off. Tammy and Evelyn, they meet up with Shawnee in Miami to discuss what's been going on and how this big hoo-ha happened between Tammy, Keisha, Kenya was there too, and Evelyn was there, and I think Susie was there too, and they was like, she was telling her, I told her, I don't like you talking about me. If you got something to say about me, just come to me. And all the while, Kenny's over there like, yay, they're not mad at me. But she's like, I let her know, you can get it too. Don't get cute. We'll move over to Royce. I'm not going to go in the order. I'm just going to go how I want to go. So, Royce and Susie, they're in North Carolina to meet Keisha's people. So they at the hotel, they waiting for her to come, and she comes up in her grandpa's pickup truck. Susie's like, oh my goodness, I've never ridden anything I wouldn't call dead and something like that. Well, I commend Keisha for that, because she could have went somewhere, bought the most, rented the most expensive car, and toured them around town. She's like, no, this is me, this is my grandpa's truck. Every time I come to visit, I borrow his truck. So she was showing them where she lived at, all her family, and they seemed really nice. They was what's called on the ATVs riding around. Susie, she was part-time complaining, but she wasn't complaining enough to where anybody heard her. So they was sitting around meeting her family, and Keisha was saying how it was hard to her growing up a mixed child in that area because it's predominantly white people there, and how the white kid said she wasn't white enough, the black kid said she wasn't black enough, so she was stuck in the middle. And Susie, she kind of felt bad for Keisha because what she had to go through and everything. So they had a good time. We gonna move over to Tammy. She meets up with Jennifer. Like, hey Jennifer, nice seeing you. She goes to her house and everything. She's like, well, you didn't invite me. Basically, you didn't invite me to your launch party. She's like, oh my god. And she's like, yeah, every time you do that, you realize you've been slipped up. She's like, but that's okay. I was a little bit hurt, but that's cool. I know you and Evelyn ain't friends, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm paraphrasing here now. So they talk. She's saying what's going on and all that stuff. And she's like, I'm grown and everybody was saying how she's been changed and got all these new friends. She's like, after this divorce, I became a new woman. I'm not the old Jen no more. You just can't talk to me in your kind of way. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm like, go ahead, Jen. Go ahead. So we're going to move over to Susie. She meets back up with Jennifer to go tell the dirt what was going on. And at first it seemed like she wasn't going to say that, but that would not be in true Susie fashion. So she's like, oh, they were really nice. Then got to calling them all kind of hillbillies and rednecks. I'm like, Susie, you was so wrong for that. You was all up in these people's faces. And now you around Jen and you was calling them all kind of hillbillies and rednecks. I felt some kind of way about that. I'm like, Susie. Don't do that. Just because we ain't seen where your people from, don't go around talking about Keisha's people. You don't know them folks like that. And just to call them those names, it's like, really? After you was all up in their house eating their food? So, Royce, she meets up with Tammy to discuss how she was basically, how she made Keisha feel. She's like, you was wrong for that. She's like, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't, Royce. And Royce, I guess, Royce just don't care. Tammy, she may be the intimidator, but Royce and her are cool, and she can speak her mind to her. She's like, you made that girl feel bad. I think you should apologize. And Tammy's like, girl, please, bye. I ain't apologizing to that girl. She should have came to me with what her concerns were. Now she went to Evelyn, and now it seems like she's trying to come to you. See, she don't ever come to me about what she want to talk about. Well, I could see why, because Tammy did kind of get at that girl. So, oh yeah, earlier when Tammy and Evelyn met Shawnee, she was saying, I'm having my birthday party, but did y'all catch how she was looking like, I really don't want to invite y'all, but I'm going to do it for the show? You know good and well she invited those girls to have her party, and the real people she hang around with, that's when they was going to have their party somewhere else, where them girls wasn't going to be at. That's how I feel. Now, if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. So what else happened? Okay, we get to Shawnee's party because this wasn't too much of a hoo-ha video. We get to Shawnee's party. She's thanking everybody. Well, Evelyn comes in. She gives everybody a hug and a kiss, all but Jennifer. So Shawnee comes in. They're had a few drinks in them. Kenya gets up and does this speech that basically it had nothing to do with Shawnee. It was more of about her, which who was really surprised. She's got up there like, yes, since I met you, I know you were married to an athlete. Now I'm paraphrasing here. And how you've become your own woman and have you done this, and I just want to thank you for that, and how I'm my own woman, I'm doing this. I was like, really? So then Jennifer gets up. She says her speech. She was like, um, you a businesswoman, you doing this and you doing that. And Evan was like, you gonna toast to her, you know, toast to yourself at her party. Well, you're supposed to give her a toast. So they go in there, they talking outside enough at each other. And then Susie says, I guess it's supposed to be the icebreaker to make everybody calm down. She's like, and we want to thank you for our checks in our bank accounts. Then she says, that's a long way from food stamps, hey, Tammy? Everybody was like, uh-oh, Susie fit to get it. Susie, I'm going to need to talk to you on that one. You was wrong in so many ways. I don't care how much liquor you had in your system. You could have simply did that little joke, thanks for our checks and our bank accounts, and left it as that. You didn't have to bring up no food stamps, no WIC or whatever. You could have just kept it as that. So Tammy was like, okay. She was like, I was thinking, how long will it take me to shimmy over there and choke her? So everybody's looking like, Susie, you done messed up now. You done got comfortable in your place. Remember, it was just 2 seasons ago when you was banished to the island. Now stop it. So she goes over, oh, Tammy, that's not what I meant. And she was like, you know exactly what you meant when you said, it's a long way for food stamps. Hey, Tammy. So, yeah, Susie better watch out for Tammy. Which I don't condone violence. But if Tammy had just whopped her one good time, I wouldn't have been mad. Because Susie deserved it. She did. Everybody was looking like, Susie, you was wrong for that. That's just in bad taste. So we need to sit down somewhere. So Evelyn and Jennifer, they arguing again. They talking about something what they gonna do to each other. Just making a scene. And as Evelyn's getting brushed out or ushered out by Shawnee and some other dude, she takes the opportunity of the lifetime. It's this little video space, like Tammy said, like this big, to slide. And this is gonna be our purse. This little bit of area just whopped Jennifer on the head and just walked off. So I guess next week we're gonna see how Jennifer retaliates, or what does Jennifer do. So that was basically just this episode. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or a video response. And like I always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share this with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.